Loathing.
Well, we got 3 stories that are ready to head out to pasture, but not before we give them the last couple of whacks. Our crackerjack team of experts combed the internet to find the stories that may or may not have pissed you off last week, just to make sure you're good and pissed off for the new stories that will inevitably piss you off this week. I'm Samuel Sly, and this is the Chug. Our leadoff story is about our old pals Brewdog. The Scottish punk extraordinaires are putting out a promo that will fly some lucky people to their new beer-inspired hotel just outside Columbus, swanky, complete with samples of special and rare beers, exquisite cuisine, and other promises of luxury travel. Which makes total sense because punk rock and the associated punk attitude have always been about luxury and exquisite accommodation. Wait, shit, we forgot about Billy Joe Armstrong. Well, if you're Billy Joe Armstrong's kind of punk, this is the punkest flight you could possibly punk yourself onto. Next, financial outlets were reporting that AB InBev stock prices took a bit of a hit when they announced a dividend cut in order to try and pay back some of that $108 billion debt they took on when acquiring SAB Miller. Now, it's funny how soon they had to divest the Miller part of that deal after taking on so much debt. Normally we'd send out sympathy to anyone who has a nose-diving stock, but since it's AB InBev, maybe go sit on a hornet's nest and rip the mightiest fart you can muster. Actually, here is a sketch artist's rendering of what that might look like. Fascinating. And apparently we have a sketch department now? Where the fuck was that in the budget, Ted? Alright, on to our top story for the week. Miller Coors, again, has pulled out from a hop study and sprayed it all over its back. The study. The massive beer company is citing budget constraints as one of the many reasons it won't donate its usual $100,000 to the nonprofit. In other news, Miller Lite, realizing no one drinking Miller Lite actually likes hops or really knows what they are, will no longer triple hop their piss in a jar and shall revert to relevant marketing being Vortex, bottles, and what other nonsense beer drinkers want. Thanks for watching The Chug. This week's stories are being washed down with the Mosaic Brut MF IPA from Paradox Brewing in Divide, Colorado. Get a look at that label. It is beautiful. And the beer ain't bad looking either. Oh. Mildly tart, very crisp and light. Oh, and pretty bubbly. I don't know if that makes it easy to go down, but anyways, thank you for brewing that, Airman. Appreciate it. Well, for the rest of you, come back next week to find out what pissed you off this week.